Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd full throats, and the quarterback caught up through and sacked at the 12.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this team.
And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. That we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate.
Turning it on! And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. You go from starting the season and say,
there he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get to the end zone. Nice run.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. They'll run it on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Rides it and reads it. He's going to keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Noles with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive players.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Rush is on him. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the big fella. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Quickly out to the tight end. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Really nice job on the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, saying go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Throws it back. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to
touchdown Seminole! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start. There he goes! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Demon Deacons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's McLaurin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man all by himself. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Strong. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give to the tailback. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Oh, he's got a chance. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the ride. Keeps it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. Got enough for the 1st. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
On the snap, it's Singleton. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Catch in the middle. It's Powell. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. To the air, it's Berry. Wide out, time to get it in. Touchdown, no! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The carry going off right tackle here. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Barry. Lobs it off the back foot. He's got it on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Noles will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for him. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McLaurin. He'll work his way down to the 28. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Demon Deacons are marching down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the comeback is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's going to keep it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll take it himself. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Powell. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the
a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leads it. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive with a touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got his man to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Forced out of the pocket. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's McLaurin. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Barnes. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. Touchdown Seminoles! Great job by the back on the option. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sport